All right, guys, today we got 5 gangster moves to improve your game as midfielders. Midfielders are the brains of the team, and if you want to become a top midfielder, you have got to have the element of surprise, because without it, you can be predictable, and predictability never got you anywhere. As you guys know, here at GOLUREMI'S, we like to give you things of value. Things to keep you connected to the game. And one of the greatest things about this game is, of course, that you don't need much. All you need is one football. Now, you might be thinking you need the best or the newest ball, but what you really need is to form a relationship with the ball. Get to know each other. Head out to dinner. Travel the world a little bit, take a vacation. Or you could, of course, just download the OneFootball app, which has literally everything you need in order to follow the game. You can choose your favorite team and leagues, you can follow them, and you can, of course, choose your favorite national team and be completely up to date with how they're doing. You got live scores on matches from all over the world and top news from everywhere. And don't forget about the Trending Now section, where you can see highlights from games and training. It's a very cool app. The download link is right below in the description box, so please check them out and support the channel. Now, move number 1. We've mentioned this move once before, and the reason it's here is because we want to make a point about how you need to be able to adapt. So we're going to build on it later, but it's a simple and effective move that's best anywhere near the touchline or in the corner. The snapping motion is the key to this move. Slow down just enough to get the defender to stop, and then place your foot just on top of the ball. Now, the trick here is to snap the ball from the bottom of your foot to the inside as fast as you can. You want the defender to flinch. That's all. And from there, you go for the nutmeg. Practice it enough and you'll see that when you're trapped in the corner, this just might be your go-to move. Obviously, this move is simple enough that it's been around forever, but when somebody comes around and masses it like Zidane, it will always remind you of them. Those of you stuck in the middle of the field are going to need to think a few steps ahead, and Zizou would set himself up with this all the time. As the ball's coming into him, he flows with it, moving in the same direction, but just as he's about to receive the ball, he feints away and comes back into the space that he just created. What this does is give him just enough time to get his head up and see the field so he can play his next pass or take off on a run. You have to understand the principle of using the defender's momentum against them, especially if you play in the middle of the field. It will make a huge difference as you get older and the game gets faster. Now, this is the only incredibly flashy one on the list for today. It's here because even though it's a little advanced, it will push you to work on your footwork. And because we'll chunk it down, even if you're a beginner, you can have a go at it. If the defender's closing in and has you in a position where you need to move backwards, then you can look to pull this off. It starts with a version of the Cruyff, drag it and knock it behind you, protecting the ball the entire time. Take a step to act as if you're taking off, open your body up a little bit, and then quickly roll and drag the ball to get out. If you've done it correctly, you'll notice that the defender doesn't have much choice but to try and contain you or foul you, because you've kept the ball protected virtually the entire time. This one requires a lot of practice, but in learning it, you will pick up some confidence, speed, and plenty of ideas for how to adapt. The D'Alessandro 2.0. Now, I want us to return to this move, that way we can show how important it is for you to recognize where else it can be used. As a winger or central midfielder, you're going to find yourself from time to time with your back to goal. You've got to know the right time to play simple and when to take a risk. But if you start to recognize patterns, then you will start to improve your game dramatically. So with your back to goal, use your hand to feel the defender, get a sense of where he's at. Once you feel comfortable, use the move and make sure you change speed to get out. It's perfect if you need to get off a shot. Yeah. Or a cross. Whatever it is, make sure you do it quick and get it done. Now, you might think that the only place a shot fake would work is in front of goal, but the truth is they're just as effective in the middle of the field or on the wing. Whether you fake a long ball or a cross, the setup is almost always the same. 2 huge things to focus on. If you cut with your leg alone, it won't work. If you cut with the ball too close up under you, it will not work. If you don't believe in the fake, then the defender won't believe either. So with that in mind, remember today's theme, which is understanding how to use the opponent's momentum against them. Notice how my touch takes me out wide, just enough for him to want to rush to block the long ball or shot. Now that we know he's going to try and pressure us, we have to open our hips and swing. At that point, the rest is on you to determine if the defender has taken the bait or recovered well. There are all sorts of different types of cuts, but we're going to focus on one that Mr. Mbappe of PSG does very well. It involves a bit more deception, momentum, and because of that, you can do it with less speed and still pull it off if you're in the right position. It's awesome on a goalie or right outside the box. Notice how we open our hips up as if we're playing the ball far post, only to change at the last second. And in order to make this work, you've got to let your body relax and feel like jello, and you have to wait until the very last second before your foot hits the ball to reveal the move. Of all the moves today, this one should give you the most satisfaction because it's so smooth. All right, guys, so that was 5 moves that are going to make you better and more efficient midfielders. But you're only going to get better if you train and you live, truly live, with the game. So if you like this video, throw us a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys later. Peace! I'm okay.